In her essay Decentering the Postmodern, Linda Hutcheon examines the concept of decentering as central to the postmodern condition, stressing how postmodernism challenges the idea of a fixed, stable center in culture, thought, and representation. Rather than denying the existence of a sender, postmodernism interrogates its role and authority, exposing the sender as a construct that has historically excluded marginalized voice. The postmodern strategy is to question and destabilize concepts such as origin, unity, totality, and certainty, the core tenets of liberal humanism. This decentering manifests in both theory and aesthetic practice, particularly through the figure of the eccentric, those situated on the margins in terms of race, gender, class, sexuality, and ethnicity. These figures disrupt dominant narratives not by simply replacing one sender with another, but by insisting on multiplicity, heterogeneity, and contextuality. For example, works by authors like Angela Carter and Maxine Hong Kingston play with narrative conversations blending fantasy, autobiography, and historical commentary, unsettle traditional boundaries between genres and truth claims. Postmodernism does not aim to create new totalities. Instead, it proposes a form of critical pluralism. It recognizes the continued power of central institutions and concepts, even as it subverts them. This paradoxical stance, simultaneously using and questioning, is what characterizes much of postmodern work. The freak or circus metaphor, often used in postmodern narratives, illustrates a world not bound by fixed centers but populated by multiple competing voices and perspectives. The influence of previously marginalized groups, women, people of color, sexual minorities, indigenous voices, has helped shape this eccentric focus. Their experiences expose the limitations of universalist narratives and reveal the need to account for cultural, social, and historical specificity. These groups do not simply add to existing discourse, they transform it, urging theory and art to acknowledge how power relations shape knowledge and representation. This process is not a rejection of all structure or meaning, but a critical engagement with the structures that have been taken for granted. Postmodernism thus allows for the reassertion of the local, the particular, and the historically situated in opposition to abstract totalizing systems. Architecture, literature, and theory embody this through hybrid forms, ironic self-awareness, and a rejection of rigid genre distinctions. The eccentric perspective is not about reversing hierarchies, but about making visible the constructedness of those hierarchies. In this way, postmodernism becomes a tool for cultural critique, enabling new forms of political and artistic agency. It does not promise utopia, but offers a questioning authority and representing difference. Hutcheon suggests that postmodernism's most radical potential lies in its ability to foreground contradiction, multiplicity, and contestation, not as signs of failure but as conditions of cultural vitality.